Coming up, a very special challenge match as my guest at this time, the 7-foot Giant Pharaoh, gets set to take on the Canadian sensation, Jeremy Prophet.
Thank you, Basler. Tonight, the Giant Pharaoh faces the Prophet. I don't have to convince you, Basler, that he is a false prophet. He is a man who cloaks his talent behind the needs to manipulate others. Well, tonight, false prophet, you will find out firsthand that it is better to shine in the light than to lurk in the darkness.
Giant Pharaoh set to go one-on-one with Jeremy Prophet.
Welcome everyone to a giant week of New England Championship Wrestling. Sheldon Goldberg here as we take a look at the Canadian sensation, Jeremy Prophet, and his sidekick, his wingman, Genesis. And what a challenge Prophet faces this week as he gets set to take on the 7-foot phenom, the Giant Pharaoh. Man, I tell you, I have been waiting all week for this matchup. Jeremy Prophet, as you heard at the top of the broadcast, the Giant Pharaoh described him as a manipulator and a false prophet. There is no question that Jeremy Prophet is an extremely talented individual. And he is going to get tested like he's never been tested before this week here on New England Championship Wrestling. We're going to get a quick commercial break out of the way right here. When we come back, we'll have the introductions to this matchup, and all the action on New England Championship Wrestling continues after we tell you all about this. New England Championship Wrestling returns live as the Blazing Summer Tour makes its final stop at the Lancaster Fair in Lancaster, New Hampshire, Friday night, August 29th with a 7 p.m. bell time. In the main event, NECW heavyweight champion Brad Hollister defends his title in a rematch with the one-man lynch mob Jack Maverick. The NECW Tag Team Championship is on the line in a dream match as the End defend against the team of the Canadian sensation Jeremy Prophet and Genesis. In World Women's Wrestling action, Triple W champion Mistress Belmont and Toxis with Miss Sammy Lane take on the team of Davey N and Skyscraper Lizzie Reyes. NECW television champion, the Masshole Mike McCarthy and Bo Douglas battle former NECW television champion Toto Loco and former NECW tag team champion Nick Fahrenheit. Plus more to be announced. This NECW live event is free with your admission to the fair. Don't miss all the action and all the great fair attractions as New England Championship Wrestling comes to the Lancaster Fair Friday night, August 29th in Lancaster, New Hampshire. Batten down the hatches as we are back here on New England Championship Wrestling as you take a look at the 7-foot phenom, the Giant Pharaoh. Wow. Let me tell you, television does not do this man justice. The 7-foot phenom, the Giant Pharaoh, getting set to take on Jeremy Prophet, the Canadian sensation. Pharaoh, very popular, particularly with our our younger fans. The size of this gentleman. What a matchup this is going to be. Jeremy Prophet putting on his game face as a Giant Pharaoh, and he's going to need a lot more than his game face to make any headway against this man. The Giant Pharaoh, undefeated in singles competition here in New England Championship Wrestling. And what a feature matchup this is going to be. Let's give it over to Chris Norman.
This match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your referee is Chris Bartolo. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Genesis from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 214 pounds, Jeremy Prophet.
The Canadian sensation, Jeremy Prophet.
And his opponent from Alexandria, Egypt, weighing in at 310 pounds, standing 7 feet tall, the Giant Pharaoh.
A fan favorite, the Giant Pharaoh, all 7 feet of him, getting set for action. A tall task indeed for Jeremy Prophet. Referee Chris Bartolo signals for the bell, and we are underway. Prophet trying to use his speed and quickness to keep the Giant Pharaoh off balance. Jeremy Prophet has been involved in some classic confrontations. This Pharaoh backs Prophet into the corner and chases Genesis off the apron. Referee Chris Bartolo tells Genesis to take a hike. It's not going to be 2 against 1 in this matchup, as referee Chris Bartolo tells Genesis to go to the back.
Wait. Bring it up, sir! Hey! Give me the microphone! To everybody, I can do this on my own. Okay?
Prophet saying he can do this on his own. Pharaoh's taking the mic.
Prophet! False prophet! You listen to me. You can lurk in the darkness like a sniveling little coward. Or you can stand in the light like a worthy adversary if you choose to do so.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
Nonsense. You can talk at all your prophecies all you want. There's only one prophet in NECW. I got this.
Prophet telling Genesis he's got this. Oh, wait a minute. Pharaoh taking Prophet in the hard way. Handful of hair brings Jeremy Prophet in right over the top. Jeremy Prophet is definitely at a height and weight disadvantage. Man, Prophet just chopped away, and that did nothing. Oh my goodness! Big slap to the face, and the Pharaoh just got mad. Oh my goodness! Chops on the menu, and Jeremy Prophet is getting them served hot. Big Beal out of the corner. Man, what a backdrop. Jeremy Prophet went any higher. He needs some red blinking lights. Quick cover and a 2 count by the Giant Pharaoh. Jawbreaker backs up the Giant Pharaoh. Prophet now. Trying to get the Pharaoh down. Oh my goodness. Pharaoh just caught him. Side slam. And a cover. Only 2. Fans, as you saw a few minutes ago, your next opportunity to see New England Championship Wrestling live will be Friday night, August 29th. That is Labor Day weekend at the Lancaster Fair in Lancaster, New Hampshire. Admission is free with your admission to the fair.
Come on, Brockton!
A phenomenal night of action is planned,
West side!
and it's something you do not want to miss.
North side!
The Giant Pharaoh rallying the Brockton fans to his side as he sends Prophet into the corner hard. Giant Pharaoh setting himself in the corner. Drives in on Prophet, but wrenches his knee. Prophet just a little too quick for the Giant Pharaoh, and now a break for Prophet as he starts working on the big wheels of the Giant Pharaoh. Pharaoh backed him up with a forearm, but Prophet now sees his opening. Prophet now continuing to attack that leg and that knee. Prophet charges in. Pharaoh gets the leg up. That's the bad leg. And Prophet once again wrenches that bad leg. Prophet working on it now. Kicks to the midsection as the Pharaoh slumps to the canvas. I have never seen the Giant Pharaoh compromised quite like this. We're going to take a quick commercial break right here. We're going to bring you the conclusion of this epic feature matchup and much more when New England Championship Wrestling continues after this.
Welcome to Hokkaido.
There's a whole world of Asian flavor waiting for you at Hokkaido. Their menu features delicious Chinese, Japanese, and Thai favorites, along with sumptuous sushi, hot pot, and hibachi. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are karaoke nights. So for a whole world of Asian flavor and a whole lot of fun, come to Hokkaido, 1250 Osgood Street, North Andover, Mass. Like us on Facebook or call us at 978-687-9888. New England Championship Wrestling returns live as the Blazing Summer Tour makes its final stop at the Lancaster Fair in Lancaster, New Hampshire, Friday night, August 29th through the 7 p.m. bell time. In the main event, NECW Heavyweight Champion Brad Hollister defends his title in a rematch with the one-man lynch mob Jack Maverick. The NECW Tag Team Championship is on the line in a dream match as the End defend against the team of the Canadian sensation Jeremy Prophet and Genesis. In World Women's Wrestling action, Triple W Champion Mistress Belmont and Toxis with Miss Sammy Lane take on the team of Davey N and Skyscraper Lizzie Reyes. NECW Television Champion, the Masshole Mike McCarthy, and Bo Douglas battle former NECW Television Champion Toto Loco and former NECW Tag Team Champion Nick Fahrenheit. Plus more to be announced. This NECW live event is free with your admission to the fair. Don't miss all the action and all the great fair attractions as New England Championship Wrestling comes to the Lancaster Fair, Friday night, August 29th in Lancaster, New Hampshire. We are back with more of this incredible feature matchup. This week is the Canadian sensation, Jeremy Prophet, has the 7-foot Giant Pharaoh at a distinct disadvantage. Prophet working on the left leg of the Giant Pharaoh.
What are you doing?
And Pharaoh has never, ever, in his entire NECW career, been compromised quite like this. Pain etched on the face of the 7-foot Giant Pharaoh. A man who has never suffered a defeat in singles competition in his entire New England Championship Wrestling career.
Let's go, knock it off. Get it back in the ring, let's go.
Oh, Prophet got kicked off right there by the Pharaoh. Right into the guardrail. Prophet hit his head. Ow, big kick to the thigh and the hamstring of the Pharaoh. Prophet putting the Giant Pharaoh in some serious pain right here. Referee Chris Bartolo telling Prophet to keep it in the ring. Prophet doing a number on that left leg. 2 count right there. Prophet not really applying any pressure, but Pharaoh trying to get a little bit of a rest here. Prophet working on that left leg without mercy. Prophet says he's going to turn him around. Maybe trying to get some form of a sharpshooter. Oh, wait a minute. Pharaoh goes for the cradle and gets a 2 count. Quick thinking on the part of the Giant Pharaoh, but once again, Prophet attacking the leg. What a strategy by Jeremy Prophet, earning his nickname, the Canadian Sensation, as he is doing more damage to the Giant Pharaoh than anyone has ever done. Half crab right here. This is a submission. Pharaoh in a lot of pain. Pharaoh trying to get to the ropes here. Prophet turns him around and Pharaoh kicks Prophet off. I don't think Pharaoh's able to get to his feet. Oh man, what an enziguri. Kick right to the back of the head of the 7-foot Giant Pharaoh, who has been effectively cut down to size by the Canadian Sensation, Jeremy Prophet. Prophet measuring the Pharaoh, but gets a boot right to the face. A break for the Giant Pharaoh, but he's got a lot to come back from. Pharaoh finally gets back up to his feet and slugs Prophet. A big chop. Pharaoh drives Prophet into the canvas, goes for the cover, and only gets 2. What a phenomenal matchup this week here on New England Championship Wrestling. Pharaoh has Prophet up, but still unsteady on his feet. Prophet drops down. Clothesline missed, and Prophet kicks out the leg. Covered by Prophet. Only 2. Fans, mark your calendars. New England Championship Wrestling celebrates its 14th anniversary. Saturday night, September 6th, Bash 14. At the Everett Rec Center in Everett, Massachusetts. Tickets for that event will be on sale next week. A huge event you do not want to miss. Prophet with that ring bell. Prophet thinking he's going to take Pharaoh out with that ring bell. Referee Chris Bartolo saying, don't do it. That would be a certain disqualification. Prophet looks like he's thinking about it. Prophet puts the bell down, says he doesn't need it. And Pharaoh with a kick right to the face. Pharaoh limping around. Prophet down on the canvas. Giant Pharaoh now up on that second rope. Pharaoh comes down on Prophet with a splash, and this could do it right here. Only 2. Prophet rolled his shoulder at 2.5. Giant Pharaoh is huffing and puffing here. No one in New England Championship Wrestling has ever put him to the test quite like this. Pharaoh setting Prophet up for a backslide. Wait a minute, has him up. Perhaps a razor's edge right here. Prophet struggling. Drops down in the corner now. Pharaoh measures his man. Prophet ducks out of the way. Pharaoh tries for a punch, but Prophet with an enziguri. Love him or hate him, this has been an incredible performance by Jeremy Prophet, who's all the way up top and brings the knees down on the Giant Pharaoh. Prophet takes Pharaoh down. Moonsault hits the mark. This could do it right here, but only 2. Prophet calling for the 450 splash. Pharaoh still on the canvas. Pharaoh looks like he might be tired out. Prophet now setting himself. 450 hits the mark. Right in the midsection. And a cover right here. This is going to do it. Oh, wait a minute. The Pharaoh has Prophet by the neck. Pharaoh calling for the choke slam. has Prophet up and drives him down. Just when you thought Jeremy Prophet had it in the bag, Pharaoh pulls out a choke slam. Here's the cover. Oh, 2.5. What a matchup this week here on New England Championship Wrestling. Jeremy Prophet giving up about a foot in height and about 80 to 100 pounds in weight is giving the Giant Pharaoh the fight of his life. Pharaoh measuring Jeremy Prophet. Looking to go for another choke slam. Prophet up. Wait a minute. Oh, Prophet has the legs. Here's a cover. He got him. He got him. I don't believe it. Jeremy Prophet has beaten the Giant Pharaoh. Unbelievable. Talk about an upset. Jeremy Prophet, the Canadian sensation, has defeated the Giant Pharaoh with a clean 1-2-3. Pharaoh back to his feet, pointing to Chris Norman. He wants a microphone. What a performance by Jeremy Prophet, perhaps the performance of his career. We're going to get words now from the Giant Pharaoh. Let's hear what he has to say.
You stepped into this ring like a man prophet, so stand in front of me like a man prophet. I have something very important to say to you.
You have to stop! You stop! You stop! Fix your hair!
Prophet back up on his feet now, making his way toward the Giant Pharaoh.
Say something to you. 40 years ago, life for the Giant Pharaoh began right here in Brockton Hospital. And from the day I was born, of my mother and my father, if they taught me nothing else, they taught me honor, integrity, and respect. You fought tonight with honor. You did not cheat. You did not use your long-haired, curly little sidekick to interfere in our match. So you, sir, fought with integrity and perseverance. Look at me. Now you know what it means to be in the light of prosperity. And if you choose to stay in that light, your destiny will shoot you straight to the top.
Wow. Giant Pharaoh raising the hand of Jeremy Prophet. And a handshake right there. Let's see if Jeremy Prophet follows through on the words of the Giant Pharaoh, but definitely the Canadian sensation, Jeremy Prophet, your winner this week, has proved himself on a whole new level. There you see the Giant Pharaoh. That's his father. They are hugging. Tears in the eyes of the 7-foot phenom, the Giant Pharaoh. And fans, there is much more New England Championship Wrestling just ahead when we continue after this. What a classic.
Wrestling fans, I'm the Extreme Enforcer, Paul Richard, and if you're sitting at home thinking about I'd love to be a pro wrestler, this is the place you want to be. The Bell Time Club, Wakefield, Massachusetts. Get off the couch and let's go. If you've ever thought of being a wrestler, come down to Wakefield and they'll show you how it's done.
The official printing company of New England Championship Wrestling is Color Copy Center Boston. We copy, we print, we bind, we laminate. And we offer free delivery in Metro Boston. See us at 31 St. James Avenue in the Park Square building. Call us at 617-391-0030 or visit us online at colorcopycenterboston.com. They make NECW look good. They'll make you look good too.
We are on location at the Diamondback Ranch in Lucifer, Arizona. And I'm going to attempt to get some words with the one-man lynch mob, Jack Maverick. Excuse me, Jack.
What the hell are you doing here?
Just trying to get a couple of words with you.
This is my property. Who the hell let you on my property?
Quick words. I apologize.
Since you're here, let's go. I ain't got a lot of time. I'm a very busy man. What do you want?
You have a match coming up very soon. Unfortunately, it's not against the NECW heavyweight champion Brad Hollister.
Against Brad Hollister. Of course it ain't against Brad Hollister. And it ain't against Jeremy Prophet. See, those two boys want nothing to do with Jack Maverick, but that's okay. Because sooner or later, you're all going to run out of places to run. You're going to run out of places to hide. And I'm going to catch up with you. And one by one, I'm going to eliminate both you boys. So, first, from what I understand, what do we got? Matt Damon, Mark Damon. Mark Damon, glorified bodybuilder wanting to get in my world, boy. I don't think you can cut it. And you're going to find out the hard way, boom, what a lariat feels like. And then that just leaves two orders of business. Jeremy Prophet and the NECW heavyweight champion, Brad Hollister.
Well, you know, Jack, coming up August 29th, Lancaster Fair in Lancaster, New Hampshire, you're going to get your opportunity to take on the NECW heavyweight champion.
See, that's the best news I heard all day, Castro. But I'm afraid, Hollister, that ain't good news for you, boy. Because I got a lariat in store to bring home the NECW heavyweight title. Lancaster, New Hampshire. You got a Diamondback coming your way. You got the one-man lynch mob getting set to take the NECW heavyweight championship. Castro, just think the next time you show up on my property, that's if I don't shoot your ass, you'll be interviewing the NECW World Heavyweight Champion. Hollister, start marking the little days down on your calendar. Polish that belt up real nice. Because right here, the Diamondback Ranch, my animals, my herd, my cows, the bulls, well, we can't let you in to see them. They just ain't gonna be, they ain't too nice. Brad Hollister, polish it up real good. Because the NECW title is coming to Copperhead Road.